All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the New England Patriots in today's video. I think this team has absolutely killed it in free agency. They've got the 4th pick overall. They've got the 38th overall pick. They've got 2 third-rounders. And also, we're only 1 week into free agency, so plenty of help's coming Drake May's way. But the biggest thing with Mike Vrabel, your brand new head coach, is getting the defense back on track and supporting Drake May however possible. But it's important to keep in mind, if you think the Patriots are making a whole bunch of random moves, it's super important, and I'm sorry if this is rude, I don't mean it to be rude. The Patriots have won a total of 8 games over the past 2 years. They haven't made the playoffs since 2021. They have not won a playoff game since Tom Brady took his knee at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They're entering this year with their 3rd coach in 3 years. And so this free agency period, in my opinion, is more about just fixing their massive major weaknesses and just trying to get at minimum average level of play from every position out there. So yes, Mike Vrabel, defensive-minded head coach. I get it. You guys want weapons. You want wide receivers. You want more talent for Drake May. But this defense is going to be I mean, folks, the Patriots might have a top 10 defense next season. And I'm not even hyping this team up. I'm not gassing this team up. They might actually have a top 10 defense this upcoming season. And I just think, like, you look at guys, specifically a couple of Raiders players, Robert Spillane, Kayvon Thielen. I mean, you look at Marcus Epps, and it's just, those are players the Patriots were lacking last season and the year before it, and they're going to have a big role. So let's talk about it. We're going to mainly talk about the defense, but we're going to hammer through as many Patriots free agent signings as humanly possible. But before we do, let me take that sin out. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. We post a couple of Patriots videos on this channel every single week. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We try and get this one to 250 likes, folks. It makes a massive difference. Thank you. So Mike Vrabel, keep saying it, can't underestimate it. He's going to love this defense, man. Carlton Davis, big move. And, day one of free agency, you always overpay for players. So Davis got a 3-year, $60 million contract. And I understand it. The annual value is a little bit high. The money in general is a little bit high, but once again, got to shore up these weaknesses and just build a whole complete roster. It's super important. But Carlton Davis, you pair him with Christian Gonzalez, the 2023 first-round pick who held opponents to a 55% completion rate and a 71.7 passer rating when targeted. Marcus Jones last season, who started opposite of Christian Gonzalez for 9 games, allowed a 63.1 completion rate and a 97.6 passer rating. So he moved to Carlton Davis, coming on over from the Detroit Lions. He was traded there this time last season from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My only concern with Carlton Davis is availability, but if he does miss games, it shouldn't be, it's not like he's going to miss a whole season. I mean, obviously, knock on wood here, but you might miss 2 games, 3 games, maybe even max 4 games with Carlton Davis. But once again, that's why you have Christian Gonzalez lockdown cornerback number 1. Davis allowed a quarterback rating of 77.1 when targeted last season. So this means, and it's really big deal, you can't just throw away from Christian Gonzalez anymore when you take on the New England Patriots. And Davis has not posted a PFF coverage grade below 60 since his rookie season all the way back in 2018. And he's also a phenomenal run stopper, earning a 77.7 PFF run defensive grade last season. And then we move forward to a little bit more of a depth, specialty guy, Kayvon Thielen. I've covered the Raiders for about 4 seasons now, and this is a 1-year, $5 million contract. These are players who do the dirty work, and he just put together the best season of his NFL career with the Las Vegas Raiders last year. Folks, he posted a 13.9% pass rush win rate, so he actually topped 10% for the first time in his career. He racked up 6 total sacks and 34 total pressures, while also adding 10 stops in run defense. Once again, more of a depth piece. But this is a player, especially insurance policy with injuries. This is just moves that the New England Patriots needed to make that they've been lacking the last couple of seasons. And then we move back to the offense. So I know, man, you haven't selected or you haven't made a move for a wide receiver, which, by the way, there's still a bunch of talented wide receivers out there in free agency. Just because 1 week has passed doesn't mean that they're necessarily done. There's a bunch of players, and obviously you guys have a bunch of good draft picks, specifically pick number 4 and number 38 early on, or is it 38? Yeah, 38 overall in the second round, pretty much like a late first round pick. Matt Collins is really nice. I go back to his season with Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels, the new offensive coordinator for the Patriots, had a horrible head coaching tenure with the Las Vegas Raiders. But one player who really thrived in his offensive system was Matt Collins. So you go out there, you get a 2-year contract worth about $8.4 million. With guarantees, it could go up a little bit over 10, but you're just going out there, you're getting a quality veteran to help develop your young offensive wide receivers, Baker, Polk, Drake May, et cetera, et cetera. Matt Collins didn't really break out in Buffalo, but I don't think anyone was really expecting him to be a 1,000-yard receiver. Very good in contested catches. He secured 7 of 12 contested targets this past season, and he also had about 400 yards and 5 touchdowns on a little over 30 catches. And then we moved to Harold Landry, edge rusher from the Tennessee Titans. A little bit of an overpay once again, 3-year, $43.5 million contract, but he's reuniting with former head coach Mike Vrabel from his tenure with the New England Patriots. Yes, you paid a little bit of a premium, and I know his advanced statistics were not good last season. 4.7% pass rush win rate, the lowest amongst 85 qualified edge rushers last year for Tennessee. But he also had 9 sacks, and just hoping for a change of pace, a change of scenery really helps him get back to what we know Harold Landry can do. Still young as well. Morgan Moses, I know it's not the left tackle you're seeking, and just I know the draft's not for a little bit over a month away, and you have the 4th overall pick. I don't think Travis Hunter is going to be a New England Patriot just based off of going out there and making a move for Carlton Davis, especially with the money guaranteed. But I would anticipate them, Will Campbell. It kind of feels like they're going offensive lineman at pick number 4. They're going to trade down. I know Morgan Moses isn't your left tackle, but still a really big splash for the right side of your offensive line. He had a couple of games that were not good, but he still finished with a 69.2 PFF pass rush. Pass blocking grade. There we go. Can't talk today. I apologize. I have a ton of other players I want to say. Real quick, we don't have enough time. Marcus Epps, I love it. I absolutely love that move. Marcus Epps from the Las Vegas Raiders. Staying in tune with the Raiders. Robert Spillane. We didn't talk too much about him in our last Patriots video. He just established himself as a top-tier run defensive player at his position. This is a linebacker. He actually went undrafted in 2018, played for PJ Fleck at Western Michigan. He was then signed by Mike Vrabel and the Tennessee Titans in his rookie season. He unfortunately ended up getting waived, but he's coming off a really good season, played a career-high 82 pass rush snaps. He also had a couple of sacks last season, but it's not his big strength. Really good in run defense, 110 tackles and an impressive 6% missed tackle mark last season. So I love that move. Milton Williams, another big splash, but we talked about him a lot last week, so we'll save it for next time. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. But folks, give me a grade on the Patriots. I know some of these moves might seem like a lot of money, but I'm telling you, this roster is so much more improved than you were 1 week ago. That's all the time we got today. I got to watch Rory win this Players Championship. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. We'll see you later. Peace.